Hello, and in this class, we will be discussing only about the new domain, which is collaboration. Okay, this is the sixth domain that have been added by the PMI only in the fifth edition. So we are going to look into the details. First concept is that it's not about collaboration doing in any specific life cycle phase. Okay, it's not that we have to do only either in the planning subphase or formulation subphase or the delivery phase, the closure phase. It is covering throughout the program life cycle. Okay, let me show you the 129. Let me first show you the overall picture, then it become more clear. This one. So this is the performance management domains. These are your five performance domains: strategic alignment, governance framework, stakeholder engagement, benefits management life cycle. Collaboration is throughout the life cycle. Okay, so it means that there is no particular case that we have to work. That is the first thing. And what we are doing in the collaboration domains creates synergies. Synergies means a teamwork. The wording of synergy means the collaboration is the integration, teamwork across all the stakeholders, both internal and external, to optimize benefits delivery and the realization. Ultimately, the collaboration performs helps the program team achieve synergy, governance, and team of team principles. Okay. Then he talks about the collaboration factors impacting the success and the delivery. Okay, now we read this. Collaboration fosters the teamwork necessary for a program to accomplish its objectives across the components. Means throughout the program lifecycle, I have to work as a team member. However, the collaboration at the program level is different and more complex than at the project level, because decisions depends on generating the right levels of synergy. This dynamic encompasses and crosses over the project teams and program team of teams structured, internal and external, or working together to build a mutually beneficial partnership for optimizing the program outcomes. So the main purpose is to have the optimal program performance. Okay. Program level collaboration requires managers and teams to adapt and integrate the program management performance domains, okay, to supporting activities working within the program team of team structures in an effort to optimize the benefit realization. The purpose is only to optimize everything. Make it, you know. Furthermore, projects have specific deliverables and outcomes where program value is determined by the benefits that might not be delivered or derived at the same time. Planning of how benefit realization and organizational value delivery will be achieved over the program's life cycle and management requires balancing across components in a collaborative manner. So we have to focus and require the balance, not focus on one component, but should work on all the components as a whole to deliver my program deliverables. Collaboration should be evaluated in terms of the capabilities and capacity needed throughout a program's lifecycle, the resources that the program needs for sustainment, and the pace at which the program activities should be coordinated and timed for the benefit delivery. So, capability and capacity are the keywords here. What I am doing the collaboration. The ultimate task is to get things delivered. A key part of successful collaboration is clear communication across project and program managers and the program teams. You know, in the project, in the PMP, we studied that 90%, 80% of the work of the project manager communication, right? So they have emphasized the same concept of communication in collaboration topic. Then he talks about use of program level responsibility metrics, means render responsibility assignment metrics can assist collaboration effects across the components, program components, clear setting expectations for specific components, realizing success across these components, whether projects, subsidiary programs, or other program related activities requires more than a governance framework or stakeholder engagement. For synergy, a key program management principle to be reached, collaboration should balance the diverse components needs that at times might be competition or even conflict. So the key point is the balancing of everything here in the collaboration. Collaboration, the concept is that we should look, everybody should look for the other person also, not look for it, not become selfish, but look for other person also. That is the key point here. These conflicts might occur because of competing component interdependencies, shifting performances, changing priorities, or differing component stakeholders. First and foremost, program teams should always prioritize strategic alignment across the program lifecycle and prevent any single outcome to become focus. So that is the most important thing, not focus on one thing, but work as a collaborative thing and focus on all the points. Collaboration also is intended to effectively manage a program's lifecycle. If it is part of the larger portfolio and should align supporting activities, collaboration is the program management performance domain that addresses through both leadership and management the adaptability and resilience needed needed at the program level to respond to strategic changes in the overall organization and portfolio context. It means that this is collaboration in the middle. You should work together or converge at the organization, portfolio, and the program level. Everything should be contributed through leadership, management, adaptability, and resiliences. Everybody should be adaptable to each other. Clear? This is the overall thing of the collaboration, only theoretical explanation, not talking about any particular cases. Now we look at the collaboration factors impacting the program success. Several factors influence the success of collaboration. While these factors are not distinctly applicable to programs alone, they will be tailored differently when managing the program versus the portfolio of the projects. Managing these factors is essential to collaboration efforts and supporting a balanced program that delivers on its intended benefits and the outcomes. So Nasir Saab, whenever you want to leave is okay, because we have covered the master class. I think now you have a complete overview of that thing, and this specifically about the collaboration. I will share the video. Okay, thank you for attending. Engagement. Engagement is one of the most important factors affecting the success of any collaborative process. The program management principles of team of teams and stakeholders are the key drivers for engagement. So the principles are defined here. Okay. Collaboration requires an understanding of goals, objectives, and expectations, as well as mutual agreements on the outcomes of the collaborative process among stakeholders and the partners. This collaborative process is only possible if everyone who needs to participate is engaged properly. Okay. Engagement allows the program management principles to be exercised to the collaborative approach. The consequences of not engaging the people, effectively engaging a key stakeholder may be disinterest, ambiguity regarding the expectations, confusion regarding expected outcomes, and failure to deliver. Project level engagement is driven by the project charter, project planning, and contract stakeholder engagements, and successfully completing the project's deliverables. So, whenever he talks about project level things, one thing is very clear in the collaboration that it is at different levels. Can be at the project level, can be at the program level, can be at the portfolio level. Don't mix some everything. If it is at the project level, only work at the project level. If it is at the program level, then we talk about the portfolio level engagement. This is number two. So this is very, I like this approach very much. They have clearly mentioned the boundaries. Portfolio level engagement focuses on strategic alignment for the portfolio or organizational value achievement, in contrast to the program level engagement. Now he talks about the program level engagement. The program level engagement requires engaging with stakeholders and partners, focusing on benefits delivery and the needs of program components and operations. So whenever the word of program is coming, I'm only focusing on the benefits. Communication is a primary tool for engagement that should be effectively applied to make collaboration work. Communication is essential to understanding complexities, resolving challenges, and clarify ambiguities affecting mitigating threats and optimizing the opportunities. Clear? Engagement is clear. So we have to talk and we have to engage the people so they give me the support and the buy-in. The only thing is that it should be different at different levels. Alignment. Alignment is essential to and one of the main reasons for collaboration. Program management principles of change, synergy, and benefit realization support the program alignment with the organizational strategy. Alignment means understanding and agreeing on some aspect and expectation between two collaborating parties. In the case of program management, alignment is multidirectional and applies to several areas. Strategic alignment between the program and the portfolio or the organization means on the top. Benefits and outcomes alignment among the program and its constituent projects, components and activities means program has to coordinate with the top one and also align with the component alignments. Deliverables and outcomes aligned among the program partners. Alignment of expected rewards among the program sponsors, champions, and the organizational leadership means whatever is the alignment that we expect to get rewards. Alignment of compliance between the governance bodies and the programs. Alignment between the program and organizational risk appetite. It's very important. And alignment between the teams and program resources. What are the team requirement and what are the resources that will be handled? So alignment means everything should be following the same roadmap or the same road path. Clear? Now we have complexity. One of the key outcomes of collaboration is addressing the complexities of program execution. Now again, project level complexities are typically resolved through scope management, progressive collaboration, the change management. Portfolio level complexities are dealt with more reactive are more with more reactively and by continuously balancing the portfolio. Okay, so is it different? In the case of the program, certain complexities will be known upfront and when the program is initiated and the respective stakeholders and partners first collaborate. Other complexities will arise over the course of the program lifecycle from any internal or external area of program execution, procedure, capacity, communication, and governance, behavior, strategy, or the change. Regardless, complexity lead to uncertainties and can threaten the program objectives. Resolving most uncertainties requires collaboration, which should feed into the risk management process of the program and support the proper translation of uncertainties into risk for mitigation. So the in complexity, the concept of risk mitigation, risk management process is coming. But for your level, it's only important to know that whenever there is a complexity, I have to solve the that thing, and where everything is at the different level, program level, project level, and the this is only critical here. The program management principles of synergy, risk, and changes are closely tied with the complexities. Collaboration requires handling or mitigating the risks. The collaboration process involves exploring synergies among collaborating parties to capitalize on opportunities or monitoring ambiguities and challenges and taking steps to reduce the complexities. While project risks focuses on minimizing the threats and maximizing opportunities, again, very clear differentiation between the project risk, program risk, and the portfolio risk. And portfolio risks focus on balancing the threats and opportunities. The program risk lies between the two. Okay, because we know on the top is a portfolio, then is a project, then is a program. Lie between the two because collaboration requires analyzing and assessing the kind of risk the response is required. Okay. Complexity can become threats that silently erode the effectiveness of collaboration. Complexities can also signal an opportunity that could exploit or enhance more productive and collaboration. So complexity is a very thing. Just to make it simple, the main thing is that we should know at which complexity in terms of PMI is telling about something which is unknown. Okay, I should avoid the complexities, make it simple, try to get as much as information as possible. That is done to the risk management. Once I am able to identify the risk, complexity will reduce. Clear, Mr. Pradeep? Any comment?
Yes, yes.
Transparency. Transparency enables transparency enables traceability in the collaborative process. So transparency is linked with the traceability issue. Project level transparency can be largely achieved through proper reporting and communication. However, collaboration or more complex initiatives like program or projects portfolios may be affected by unintentional or intentional concealment of information. That is why the program management principles of stakeholders, leadership, and governance are the key drivers for transparency. For effective collaboration on the programs and confusion, cause mistrust and erode transparency for the program. Transparency actually means a trust. Okay, how much you are transparent, how you're informing everything what you are doing in your program. Proper transparency prevents aspects of program execution and the collaboration process for being hidden, and is a function of an objective. So nothing should be hidden. Everything should be transparent. Whatever I'm doing should be clear to everyone. Hence, proper compliance with the governance framework will ensure that collaborative efforts have the proper levels of transparency, which is enabled through program communication and reporting as well as open decision making. One of the primary effects One of the primary effects of a lack of transparency during any collaborative exercise is the erosion of trust between them. I talked about the trust. So when there's something is trust is gone, everything is gone. Without the prerequisite level of trust, any collaboration is susceptible to the future. When there is no trust, I cannot make anything. I cannot trust my people. I cannot trust anyone how I will do my program level things. The project management of PMIS have an essential role in supporting the value of transparency among the stakeholders. That's why we developed the program management information system in the program infrastructure. Remember? So we have in the beginning when we have the infrastructure available with us, transparency will be achieved. Clear?
Yeah.
Good. Mr. Bri, can you help me to read consultation, please?
An important factor that is essential to effective collaboration is consultation. Consultation is driven by the program management principles of leadership and stakeholders. Because collaboration requires information exchange among multiple parties, it is important to access the program stakeholder and partners for the right information when needed.
Consultation actually means conducting the meetings, talking to them. Next.
Consultation has a direct impact on timings of the collaborative process because it directly impacts the decision making process. Right decisions should be made at right times, which is only possible when the right parties are consulted for the right information at right times.
Right?
This also requires the program manager and the program management function to facilitate and coordinate the consultation process by removing barriers and obstacles, communicating effectively, and ensuring information flows accurately, clearly, and efficiently between the requisite
Requisite.
producers and consumers of the information. The effective consultation is also an area impacted by overall organizational culture in which the program exists. Consultation will be reactive and procedural if culture is not transparent and result and goal oriented. For the program's external environment, it is also important to have the requisite level of consultations with the governance team or function.
So consultation means you have to coordinate with the people, you have to discuss with them and then make the right decision. and that is only based on the culture. If I cannot talk to someone who doesn't know anything. Okay, so that is also done throughout the program life cycle. Mohit, can you help to read this culture, please?
Yeah, the organizational culture is the single most important factor influencing the effectiveness of the collaborative process. Collaboration works in a change-oriented culture. The program management principles of leadership, change, and risk are key drivers for the cultural aspect of collaboration. Leadership sets the tone and ground rules for the culture in which the program exists. And if an organization has information silos, lack of transparency, resistance to trust-based communication, or a culture of withholding emerging information and only releasing it in response to bureaucratic procedures and authoritarian norms of personal influences, then collaboration will be merely ceremonial and procedural. The
The whole thing
effects
is that whenever there's a culture where you don't respect the people, you make a dictatorship, in summary, in that thing. Then in that case, you cannot improve the culture of the organization. When in any way, if only one person has a say, it's not a positive culture, right? So it's very good that they have mentioned about this collaboration, how to develop the good working environment in the programs, and how not to do this bureaucratic procedures. Very good. Next, the effects.
The effects of culture and on program components and projects may have less impact because they are more procedurally managed and driven. Culture will have a stronger effect on the portfolio and program levels. The effectiveness of collaboration may become anchored in the personalities and influences of the program manager, key stakeholders, or partners associated with the program. Representation in the collaborative process may be dependent upon influence and power rather than participation and empowerment of the success or of organizational change. Creating a positive, change oriented culture ripe for the collaboration requires the support and every participation of everyone in the organization from top leadership to task workers.
Okay, so it means that positive culture has to be developed, and we can only achieve the successful thing when the culture is positive, and we see in our daily lives also. Clear? Musa, are you there? Can you read empathy? Okay, Mr. Pradeep, can you help to read empathy?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
please.
sorry, I was
Can you read?
struggling with this.
Okay, empathy.
Empathy. Program managers should also leverage the collaborative process. Uh, my mobile, collaborative process to create support for the program. The program management principles of stakeholders and leadership are key drivers for creating empathy when collaboration. An important factor beyond the rigid execution of a program is the perception regarding its importance and usefulness. Programs can and do become derailed, misunderstood, or even terminated prematurely based on their developing perceptions. Okay, which may form, uh,
Which may
which
not.
may form,
Which may not. Which
which
may not match reality.
yes, which may not match reality. Therefore, collaboration goes beyond procedures, processes, and peoples in the form of perceptions of value. Beyond the mechanical or systematic execution of a program, the collaborative process should also promote and empathize empathy for the program's goals, benefits, and outcomes. This aspect is directly related to the morale and interest of the participants. If the program stakeholders and collaborative partners do not perceive the value of the program, think the program in which or some part of it is a waste of their time, feel they are forced to participate or are only robotically carrying out their duties, the impact may range from lackadaisical attitudes to active avoidance and a lack of focus on delivering the goals and objectives. This in turn will affect the program's performance and ability to meet its benefits realization goals and plan outcomes. For collaboration to be successful, the program manager should track how parties feel about the program and nurture the perception of its value to the organization.
right? So in summary,
Yes.
this empathy means to put yourself in other shoes. Not only say that you have to do this like a robot. Don't handle the people like the thing. Respect your people, give them the chance to speak, and see if somebody is not willing to do something, why he's not doing to do something. Okay, so these are the
Yes.
factors. And in summary, I will say that like we have the PMI code of ethics, right? Responsibility,
Yes.
accountability, respect, fairness, honesty. So these collaboration factors are, I would personally see like continuation of those. Now we have the broader principles or guidelines that we must follow. Empathy. What do you say, Mr. Pradeep? I think the person, because it's not relevant that I will do only this empathy in the delivery phase, for example. This is throughout the program. It means it is like the code of ethics or the principle that I must follow every time, right? This is the perspective of the collaboration domain now.
Sir, I personally feel this is very relevant. Why? Because I'm facing this in one of my programs now.
Okay.
What's happening is because some stakeholders are more vocal and they have more power, so other important stakeholders are gradually losing interest.
Mm,
So it is a job of a program manager like myself, and what I'm doing these days is making sure that everybody is interested and everybody's voice is heard. Some stakeholders are even more powerful than me, but
mm.
then I have to work between. So empathy is very important. Like you said, you have to put yourself in other person's shoes and make sure that you hear them and make them feel interested in the project also. So this
Very
is
good.
very important and
No,
relevant.
very good that you are PhD certified and you know this collaboration technique also now.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
excellent, excellent. Now comes to the collaboration for benefits and value delivery planning. So again, keep in mind whatever we are delivering as per the strategically aligned and give me the value. A program's primary objective is providing cumulative value in the form of the benefits. That is the main key output, key task, okay, everywhere. In the context of a program, the program's value is defined as all of the quantifiable and qualifiable benefits and the total sum of all tangible and intangible elements derived from the program. This value delivery stems from thorough planning, strategic alignment, and focused directives as the organization or the portfolio changes. A system for value delivery is closely tied to the program's life cycle, and value delivery is realized through a series of outcomes. This value delivery might not be in the form of benefits alone. Overall capacity and capability of the program team, its intangible worth to the organization, and they expect and the expected outcome potential during the program life cycle and critical factors in the value delivery equation. At the organization, the portfolio levels, planning occurs in response to strategic goals driven by the organization's purpose, vision, and mission. And this vision and mission was in the program charter. Remember this thing. A figure illustrates how organizational strategies at the portfolio level drives collaboration. These goals set the value expectations for the organization programs and translate into sets of specific benefits to be derived from the benefits. So same this picture that we are studying in the when I covered the 22 slides. You remember in the first class of our training. On the top of vision, mission, organizational objectives, portfolio management. Left side is operation, right side is projects and the portfolios and the program and the project. So same organizational context is mentioned here. Goals, targets, and expectations of value at the organization and portfolio levels should be distilled into the program value elements and specific measurable outcomes for program benefits to be effectively planned and realized. This is achieved through the benefits management performance domain. So again, the collaboration is linked with the benefits management, that we have to know that what we are doing is for the program, for the benefits, which defines and prioritizes program components and their interdependencies. A collaboration plan that optimizes value should also be part of the process, as synergies should be captured across the program component. But there is no explicitly mention what is the content of the program or the collaboration plan. It only means that throughout your program you have to Make sure that a plan is there, how you are collaborating with the people. Mr. Pradeep, can you continue reading? Drivers of.
Drivers of value for programs may include both tangible and intangible benefits. During planning, program managers should clearly understand how collaboration can increase benefits and improve organizational value. This grasp of each benefit, along with constructive collaboration plan, will enable program manager to effectively tailor management principles for successful delivery of benefits. The execution of program level planning can only be successful through collaboration across the program management performance domains. This collaboration starts with understanding the program's organizational capacity and capability, which may be managed at portfolio level. Shortfalls may need to be filled through collaboration with internal and external organizations, which also entails resolving conflicts and balancing the program among expectations, benefits, and continuously evolving challenges, including constraints, assumptions, issues, risks, and opportunities. These expectations and challenges form the foundation of program management plan development within the life cycle management performance domain.
In the program management plan, we have key observations and constraints. This is a topic here from where these observations and constraints are coming to collaborate to help you with the program management plan.
As with all types of change management, program planning is not one-time singular exercise. It is subject to the change management process itself. So plans for managing the programs are adjusted in response to changes in the benefit expectation and realization. Thus, the collaboration planning will also need to evolve.
It means that whenever we are making a plan, it has to be progressively checked and can be updated whenever required. This is the meaning of whole this story.
Understanding dependencies and examining possible synergies upfront during planning allows the program to be proactively balanced. Reactive program balancing may become synonymous with or devolve into damage control if the program is attempting to capture missed opportunities or deflect challenges, derailing the balance of pace of the program. Proactively balancing a program involves managing its pace, whereas benefits planning and realization align with overarching strategy and expectations in a manner that can be achieved across components given the maturity of the collaboration.
This concept of proactive and reactive is coming from the concept of the risk. One is corrective action, one is preventive action. So proactive means you are making the preventive action so something will not go wrong and you are doing everything correctly. Reactive, we say that something has occurred and then you are going for the firefighting. Okay. So when there was a damage, that is the meaning of reactive and proactive balancing.
At program level, the program manager should understand and facilitate the planning of underlying projects and program components by controlling the level of collaboration among teams and stakeholders at required levels. Collaboration at program level requires working with various teams across the value chain in a lean manner and supporting their plans so they can adapt to program needs. Governance plays a vital role in planning because such structures lay the framework for how the program may be planned and updated as synergies are sought to rebalance the program. As the program is continuously balanced, the program managers should collaborate across the governance structure to ensure the program's strategic alignment and value deliveries are achievable.
So it means, in summary, everything should be balanced. We should take the proactive actions to make sure that everything remains on track. Whatever is the plan, collaboration plan, program management plan can be updated. We have to see that they are supporting my program objectives in order to give me the strategic alignment and give me the value. Yeah, that's the key message we are getting here, right?
Yes.
Good. Then the last topic is program components and activities collaboration. The benefits and outcomes expected from the program should align with the organization and portfolio expectations and plans. The result is a collaboration change from the organization goals down to the deliverables and outcomes, which is achieved through a dynamic collaboration process that considers the vision, mission, strategy, benefits, and outcomes, as well as corresponding capabilities, capacity, resource, space, and partnerships needed for the program and its component to succeed. Mohit, can you continue reading?
Yeah. The success of project and component level collaboration relies upon the working relationships among subsidiary programs, program activities, project operations, and component managers, teams, and their respective stakeholders, and effective communication among them. Project level collaboration requires a proper business and systems analysis to be done according to the principle of progressive elaboration of requirements, followed by effective change control to manage scope of requirements baselines. Pro- Program mm, managers need to effectively oversee this process with proper leadership through the governance framework performance domain to support the scope management processes, communications, and conflict resolution. However, the program managers also have visibility into the benefits to be realized from various program components, which the program components may not, and thus should make sure collaboration supports the overall demands and goals of program benefits. The elements within the program, including subsidiary programs, projects, and components, often strive to achieve their individual successes through their own life cycle processes and do not necessarily consider the high level benefits and goals of program.
1 minute, moment. The elements
Yeah.
within a program. What are the elements? Means components of the program, which can include subsidiary program, projects, and components. Often strive to achieve the individual success through their own life cycle processes and do not necessarily consider the high level benefits and goals of the program. This is the problem, because problem or good thing also, even that what it's, although they are under the umbrella of a component of the program, but first they should achieve by themselves, then only they can contribute to the program. If they only look for the program objectives and not never finish themselves, it doesn't help. Okay, so just consider this thing, that focusing on individual success through their own life cycle process, as we discussed in the program delivery phase, every component will go through its own life cycle. So this is also the meaning here, that whatever are the components in the program delivery phase, they will follow their own life cycle. Surely they are under the umbrella of the program, but first objective or the first requirement for them is to achieve their own benefits or to deliver their own benefits. Continue, Mohit. Conflict.
Yep. Conflict in which the needs of the program components are not aligned with those of the overall program could create a scenario where a component's efforts to minimize its own challenges may, in certain situations, increase the program's overall challenges or cause potential failure. The program manager is responsible for balancing the individual demands and goals of the respective components against the overall demands of the program. The program manager objective is to ensure the program succeeds even if specific components do not.
Okay, so at the program level, for the program manager, the target is to achieve the benefits of the program. Each component manager should focus on delivering his own program as a first priority, and then ultimately, when both are focusing on their respective goals and objectives, then we can get the overall benefits of my program. The balancing aspects, the balancing aspect of collaboration emphasizes that even though proper scope management, communication management, stakeholder engagement, and governance procedures are all being followed, the program should be balanced with respect to the program's overall benefits, realization, pace, and value schedule. So everything is that talking about the balancing the things. Program components may follow their own distinct or tailored approaches for execution. These approaches should be specific, agile, or lean approaches, and typically intend to improve the overall effectiveness and efficiency for each project or component execution as defined for each component. The program management function should also ensure that isolated optimization or execution of efficiency initiatives by program components and activities do not result in the challenges for other program components or imbalanced in the program benefit realization. Mohit, continue reading.
Yeah. Uh,
This can
Sorry,
read this line again.
this
Read this.
can.
No, this read this line again. The program management.
Okay. Sorry, the program management function should also ensure that isolated optimization or execution of efficiency initiatives by program components and activities do not result in challenges for other program components or in or an imbalance in program benefits realization goals. This can happen if the timing of benefits realization is affected because of different levels of efficiency and pace across program components. Outside factors such as capabilities and resource capacity also influence the pace of different program components and activities. Balancing the program requires facilitating collaboration among program components and activities so they understand how their individual paces affect the overall program goals and objectives.
Clear? So everything should be focused on achieving the total goals of the program, not individual things. So what he is trying to say that don't focus on one program objective and don't focus on the overall perspective. Make a balance. Make a balance. Balance is the keyword of collaboration. And at the end, now this is a new topic here mentioned in every performance domains. At the end, you can just read it one time. Interactions with program management principles and other program management performance domains. The collaboration performance stresses key interpersonal skills such as empathy, constructive communication, proactive engagement, as well as vital corporate practices like transparency, risk, and building the trust. The concept of collaboration is woven into all elements of a program, regardless of focus area or stakeholder specialties or expertise. Integrating a diversity of ideas, perspectives, and experience enables decisions, problem solving, decision making, and greater rewards for participants in the process. This is the overall scenario, overall summary of the thing. Furthermore, strong partnerships are the backbones of constructive communication, interweaving mutual agreements on the beneficial of various program practices and understanding of goals, objectives, and expectations, and the desire to realize the program benefits today and in the future. This is interconnectedness of ideas and priorities demonstrates how the collaboration network aligns with synergy, governance, and team program management principles and the benefit stakeholder governance strategically and all performance domains align. This is a summary of the collaboration. Clear? So if I would like to summarize, the complete collaboration is talking about the complete. It's not for one area. Number one, it's talking about the complete program life cycle, and the target is to make sure that the program remains balanced. Everything is covered under the umbrella, is integrated together. Every component, every manager, everything contributes to the achievement of the program benefits. Don't then focus or derail that I need to achieve only this thing, not the other things. That is the main purpose of collaboration. Then he told about the success factors of collaboration: empathy, transparency, culture, complexity. Everything should be well cleared. There should be no ambiguity what we have to do, and at the component level and at the benefit delivery. At the end of the day, the main target is to get the benefits which are strategically aligned and give me the value. There's the whole summary of collaboration. Clear? Any question in this domain?
There are no artifacts, right? We are making out of that.
Nothing. Well, I will say collaboration is more like a guiding principles, or more importantly, like a code of ethics for understanding perspective. It's not that I'm getting this document of this thing. This is something you should always keep in mind every time you're doing anything. Simple.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question? So far, so good. So thank you very much.
I don't
Yes, please.
understand one question on page 155, right? They show integration processes, and you are saying those are not part of it. Why?
This one, you can see my sorry. No. This one.
Yeah.
So this is mapping of program lifecycle phases to core and supporting activities. I said that this integration management is written here. Okay. One is benefit transition, but if I go to the chapter number, go to the next page, program formation activities. Here, these are only same 10 activities. Change assessment, communication, initiate. This is no infrastructure is not here. So this is actually my formulation surface activities. Same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Infrastructure is not mentioned here. The integration part is not mentioned in the magic grid in our activities. Then go to the planning surface, next page. These are same the 12 activities. Their program manager planning is not mentioned here. If I go to the delivery phase, same 10 activities are given here. And in the closure phase, only those 5 activities I mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what I said. The activities itself, when he had discussed in detail, is only the same 37 activities. But when we have made the complete overview of this thing, then only he has added the integration management, in which only is telling you that you have to do infrastructure development, program management planning, delivery management, program benefits sustainment and transition, and the program closeout. And other thing also, if you look into this table in the program communication management, he has written program information distribution method, program reporting, and the benefits update. It's the same thing that in the delivery phase I mentioned about some other keywords. I told in the last when we were actually studying that this is not the output. Remember, I made one column of outputs, and the other was key terms or key terms, something like that. So in this table, they have actually mentioned everything what we are doing in this phase. It's not about the particular activity. That is the meaning I told that in the magic grid. Whenever we go to the activities individual, these are same 37 activities.
So in program activities, they have not elaborated the integration
Yes.
processing.
Yes, you go to page number 157. What are the programs supporting program activities in the information phase? Change assessment, communication assessment, initial cost estimate, information management assessment, procurement assessment, quality, requirement, risk, schedule, scope. Where is infrastructure or integration?
Oh, they never elaborated those processes.
Yes,
Is what
that's what I'm saying. What they say,
Mm.
that what is written here, this core program activity, this on the right side. You can see my screen, this one. This covers
Mhm.
actually the thing that I'm doing in the formulation phase. But this is everywhere also program integration management. So integration, as we told before, it is going throughout the program, but not as an explicit activity. The same concept what was before is now here. Even here also, when he combines everything components, he put in this grander machine, which is a integration management. That's all. But in the individual activities, he had not taken out those activities which is mentioned on page 155.
Okay, so then we don't need to worry too
No,
much.
no. Principally, whatever is the question, exam, everything is the same. Only focus on those 12 change a task on the eco. Same 72 tasks, 85 questions are coming from there. Others are coming from the thing that we already covered. Nothing to worry about. The purpose of having this class today of 3 hours is just to make you and Mr. Nasir and Aziz comfortable that whatever you have prepared, you are fully okay to go for the exam. Okay. Now you already know the differences in that. So I will, if you say this, my master sheet is still not finalized, but for you and two people, I can share it. So you can just go to the keywords of the charter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mohit, Mudassir Saab, Pradip Saab, for attending this call, and we stay in contact. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Welcome. Bye.